So this part will be a very short section here. In this part, I will be showing you how you can debug and how you can measure the CSS using a browser console. So let's find out. So I'm not going to show you a complete debugging process because this is not a development or coding type tutorial, but I think you should know as a WordPress customizer, or if you want to create your own website, at least you should know WordPress and HTML and CSS. So the basic CSS and HTML is good enough to customize WordPress website. Now let's right click on your browser and click inspect. Scroll down here, and I would like to understand first why there is a space at the top inside the logo area. Now I am click near the logo area and just break down to navigate the logo. When I highlight the logo, I will be showing you what's wrong here. Now as you can see, if I just change my cursor position here, you can see it's highlighted in a different way. So if you take a look at the section which is ID block 8, here you can see there is some margin at the bottom in our logo area. So if I hover over again, here you can see there is some margin at the top and bottom inside this image caption area. So that's not good, and I want to remove those spacing from the image area. So what is the best way? If I directly change it from here by selecting the class name, it will apply inside the whole website. That's not a good idea. But if I want to apply these features only inside the footer area, then I have to use nested CSS feature. So you can choose, or you can select the figure. So let's just take a look closely here. Just select the figure and click on plus icon here. As you can see, some CSS class is added here, right side. Now if I select over here again and type margin 0, here you can see the margin is 0. There is no margin at all. But the problem is it will apply on a complete website, but I would like to apply only inside the footer area. So what is the best way? Now I have to search here called footer something that comes with a class. Now if you take a look on the above div here, which is called aside, here you can see the footer widget area. There are a lot of classes are added here, but if you take a look closely, you can see the footer widget area, which is another class. Now I would like to call the class here by adding a dot, which is that refers to class. Let's change it to footer widget area and I just press space here. So I have to understand how CSS works. If you want to be a good designer or good WordPress customizer, then you should learn CSS, HTML. And if you want to learn some other language, that will be really helpful for you. And I highly recommend you, if you don't know how HTML, CSS works and how other framework and language or programming language works, then I highly recommend you to learn them, at least try to learn them for basic. You don't have to be a pro. So let's copy the custom code here. Go to customize and go back to the customizer settings and click additional CSS, paste it here. Now this footer widget area, I have selected this one here because these changes will applicable only inside the footer. It doesn't express its features outside the footer. It only happening inside the footer area. So that's the reason I have selected the footer widget area class here. So I hope you understand what I mean here. If you do not understand, and if you want to know more about HTML CSS, then please comments below on this video. And please ignore the background noise. There is a some background noise in my house right now, so it's not a quiet place here. Well, just click on publish, and if I go to the website again and reload the page, here you can see it looks like perfect, right? Now if I select the text here, and if I select section, inside the section you can see there is some another spacing, and at the same section I think here you can also see the section spacing, right? So if you just compare the widget here, which is section ID block number 16, and if you take a look, which is the above one, which is section, let's close this one from here, which is section block 6, it's a section block 8, and this one is section ID block 16. So all of them has some margin bottom. So if I hover over here, you can see the margin bottom. It's not good, it's not looking good, right? Let's change it and let's apply this on only for the footer area. So I think you already know how it works. I am going to just click here, and here you can see the block 8. Only block 8 is applicable. So I have to choose the block 16, and also I have to choose all of them from here. So there is another way, which is grouping. Into the CSS we call this grouping. Now I'm going to group other sections here. So I'm going to select section ID block 16 and comma again. Let's take a look here. Okay, before jump into the next one, copy this one, make sure. And this one is called block 18. Well, so I think here you can see it's not visible here, right? I just copy it here and just click again and paste it here. Okay, so section hash block 18, and now hit enter and change margin bottom 10 pixel. Now as you can see, it's apply all the 3 other elements here. So I hope you understand how it works, and as you can see, it's looks like similar, and they're leveling all together, but there is another just a little bit spacing issue at the bottom, which is paragraph area. So we can fix this using custom CSS as well. Now copy this text from here, paste it, and this one is only applicable for the footer area. It will not apply outside the footer area because I have selected the block. Click publish and reload the page. So there is a little issue inside the logo and the paragraph, but I think it's enough for today, and you can fix this by adding some margin inside the logo area as well. And that's all from my end. Also, just I think I have to add some padding top here to make it little nice. 40 pixel or 70. Okay, the 70 would be perfect, I think. 80, yes, it looks great now. And you can change the copyright. I'm not going to change the copyright section at this moment. I think it's perfect at this moment. So that's all from my end, and I hope after watching this video you'll be able to understand how custom CSS works and how we can implement custom code.